Hello everyone, welcome to Go4Evolve number 41. We're going to be doing a quick little speed run here, trying to get you guys caught up because we had to do a quick restart because of a little bit of a bug. I had to get some food in. But we're going to be looking at the picks right now. Picks coming right through, but there we go. We see the game's already started. But here comes the ban and pick phase. We did actually do the TGL rows, which means they're going to be keep on dominating, keep on the going bans. Selections were done, which means Meteor Goliath, Hyde, Crow, Hank, and Val were all picked up. So they're going to be keeping up with me. Of course, is going to be the one, the only Grizzle Marine, who's going to be talking. And for some reason, I actually can't talk under 100 miles an hour. He's going to be the one that talks at a normal speed at this point in time. But we're going into the game right now. We're going to be looking at it and see what happens. He's looking at Meteor Goliath going right through the Meteor and going to be doing some food real quick. He's going to be going down south, going to be looking at hook towards the acid front.
My God, I don't think Alex actually breathes ever. Like that's just one thing. He just does not breathe. I don't think he actually knows the concept of taking in oxygen in order to actually speak. But like, I don't know how he does it. Like, genuinely speaks way too fast. It makes me look like slow. It's like
I'll slow it down.
Crazy.
Okay.
No, it's good. It's just like I can imagine if there's just going to be like that one guy who like loves watching Evolve but isn't very familiar with English but can just sort of understand it if it's spoken slowly, and then Alex is going to be there talking like 100 miles per hour and he's going to be like, "Okay, what? What?"
But yeah,
what
so. So looking at perk choice, everything's the exact same as last time. They kept it consistent. So it was a restart, not a recalibrate. It was a restart. So that's one thing that you'll notice is perk choice, ability, skill builds were the same. For those of you in the VODs, you didn't see the previous game. It started off, it's actually a rough start for Deanimate, but something was going on in regards to server spawns, foods weren't spawning. So they just did a quick courtesy restart because they want the game to be as fair as possible between the two teams. So just something to keep in mind that these players... Oh, what?
Oh, and the dome misses. So,
Shenanigans throwing a shenanigans dome.
Oh dear, not good. And he's probably going to go straight for the stage now because he didn't even need to engage in that dome. So he's got a perfect situation here in his favour, which was a lot different from last time. So Hunters are going to, TPA are going to be kicking themselves for that.
Did they choose the wrong foul?
They choose the one. Oh crap. No, they did ban Rogue Val.
Yeah, it was ban Rogue Val. Okay, I had to double check.
Okay.
Chat, I read chat. That's where the problem was. Oh no, they picked the wrong Val last game. Whoops.
Oh really?
Yeah, so that's what it was.
I didn't even realize.
I didn't notice either.
Well,
I guess we should have picked up.
We should have done. Well, that just shows how much we're paying attention. Actually, no, it's hard to tell. Their variations are very similar.
Yeah, so this is normal Val. This is what was picked. All good.
Yes. Brilliant.
Trank being used, going into Animates is choosing to try and go on Shenanigans. Dome is about to come off cooldown. It's at about 80%, has a little bit of time, so you just see him burst right over Shenanigans. Just trying to get that distance. And we notice that we are not talking at 100 miles an hour. We can slow it down and talk at a normal speed. But Mammoth Birds are going to be getting eaten, which is good. 3 meats, getting picked up either way. Going down to 3 armor, getting shocked in the rear, which means he's not going to be able to finish that food.
Then Mammoth Birds. Oh, and Dome misses again! Shenanigans actually misses the Dome again. Oh dear, this cannot be good. This is going to mean he's going to have time to get that armor on, and he's going to be able to go in for an engagement. Hopefully a safe engagement where he isn't going to need or have much of a worry of getting domed, because the Dome is going to be on another cooldown.
So, Puggles right now holds the record for most missed domes, so it's right now a Puggles dome. Okay. Puggum's dome, right? And Shenanigans, however, is at 2.
Yeah, yesterday.
He's got to get 4, and he'll set the new record for missed domes in one game. In the the previous month, it's currently at 3.
3 missed domes, right? It's got to be painful when you miss that many.
Oh yeah,
It's got to be painful.
It's all it is like you get frustrated.
Although Puggins yesterday did miss those domes, it doesn't matter. He did still pick it up in the game. You know, they did win overall, but.
We just like giving them a hard time. That's really all it is.
It's just like taking them.
This is like our payback for when, we say something and they intentionally change course in order to prove us wrong.
But the anime in a really good position here. Oh, that Armadon ain't gonna be happy though, but they ain't gonna chip much of his armor away.
Took off half a bar.
Yeah, well, it's still quite a bit. They're strong, those Armadons. Or most of these wildlife and sheer. Don't mess with them. Can be really frustrating sometimes.
Mammoth Bird.
Oh, that Mammoth Bird, they
this
just...
is a wildlife damage.
Yeah, they're just bloodthirsty. It's quite funny when a monster dies to pure wildlife.
We saw one yesterday at the Go4Evolve Monthly. We had a monster that died to a Crowbill and a Reaper Punch.
Oh, wow. Ugh. They just get bloodthirsty, When they know a big monster like that's going to die, they go in on it.
It was funny because he just barely escaped the dome, and then suddenly it was just like, oh, Crowbill, charged him in the face, and Reaper Punch. Followed by a Cabot shot, so it was just like nail in the coffin.
just like Jamais is going to try and avoid this dome as much as possible. Probably wants to get ready for stage 3, then go in for a stage 2 fight. So then he knows literally as soon as that dome drops, he can go for stage 3.
One thing to notice is Shenanigans is being very patient on the dome right now.
Well, that's one thing you've got to be as Trapper. A lot of Trappers, especially those that aren't very experienced at the game, they will just genuinely dome the monster as soon as they see him. A true Trapper should never definitely do that. Like, should never do that in general. You definitely want to... What the dome is and what dome you get is so important, and he's definitely going to be looking for a dome that's going to be in the hunter's favour. Because you want a dome, preferably with minimal amounts of wildlife that's going to, screw your hunter team over. Not much water, so, your hunter team's not sort of swimming and not shooting the monster. And then lastly, not very many places where the monster can mitigate or loops, so the monster can't sort of hide behind certain, obstacles and such, because it can be very frustrating. But nonetheless, he's not even going for that stage 2 fight. He's going straight for stage 3. So I would have thought that TPA are going to need to get that dome at stage 3 if they're going to do some damage now. But if not, then it is going to be a fight at the relay most likely. But we've got Shenanigans heading in.
But he's not going to be able to catch him. He's going back, actually, the opposite way. This is the area we refer to as the raceway. And the reason why is just because of what you're seeing right in front of you. Is he's using it to gain distance on the Trapper and forcing Shenanigans to bounce one way, then the other, and then one way, then the other, which allows him to just keep going in between this zone. And especially with the Evolved Zookeeper, as it's referred to, it's allowing him to build up his food meter, being able to spawn wildlife and everything. So it's releasing the wildlife into the world, and they know they have no health damage at this point, so chasing them is not ideal. They're going to go back and set up at the relay.
They know. That's the right thing to do at this point. I mean, sometimes trying to bring the fight to the monster can be bad, because a good monster player like that will try and think, right, if they are going to come for me, where is the best place for me to fight them? And, of course, hunters know that that's probably not a wise idea, so at this level anyway. So TPA, definitely going to take the wise decision here, go back to the relay, find a nice little spot they can set up, and the anime is going to have to go for the fight. But it's still, it's hard to say really, because it can still go either way. I mean, back in the day, a lot of people would have said as soon as you get to stage 3, that's something where, the hunters can absolutely, the hunters will get destroyed by a stage 3 monster. But nowadays, if
they're
played right,
own.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely, definitely.
One thing to note right now is one of my favorite things to see is hide, and we saw it a second ago, is when he throws the toxic grenade at his own feet when he jumps. It looks like he's doing like a quarterback hut, and he's farting.
Wow.
It's just like a boom.
I bet Hyde's farts are pretty fucking deadly, if I'm honest.
Probably. He's melting faces with farts. That's what he's doing. But we are going in now. Fight starting. I'm starting random conversations.
Oh, just his farts.
Going in, we'll probably see a fart come out quickly from Hyde. There it is, right there. See, right there. He just farted. Didn't even throw it. But it's going out. Deanimate's going to be dealing lots of damage. Going straight for 12-bit. Knows he didn't get the start. Oh, there you go, Shenanigans. That's the kind of dumps we wanted.
That's what we want. And there's not a lot of places he can mitigate in this dome. So it is going to be interesting.
YOLO 420 dome right here.
He's going to have to go full in on the fight. If he tries to mitigate in any way, he's just going to be punished for it. So he needs to make sure that he brings back that punishing situation. So he's going full out on 12-bit as much as possible, trying to get him down. But Val is doing a fantastic job at keeping him up. But nonetheless, it's going to be... Ooh! It is hard to say where it's going to go. It's going to go anyway. The Orbital does come down, and they are going to go through his health. So it's going to be interesting to see whether the anime is going to be able to get any down penalties. He is so close to getting support down. It does miss the rock throw. Fire breath, and finally 12-bit does go down.
They're trying so hard to block for him.
Now at this point, Salt definitely needs to make sure that he gets... Oh, never mind! Throw goes down as well. And this is not... Shenanigans does go down, so this is not a good situation to be in. And it looks like actually the anime is going to finish it up right here. Val is the one and only left and is on the run. Unfortunately, I don't think that it's going to be able to escape the clutches of the Meteor Goliath. Fire breath coming in, few hits, sneak pounce, and just wasn't enough. Mr. Dude is dead. Beautiful.
So yeah, that was the game. I got to sit back and relax for a bit and got to watch some games. But yeah, so we're looking at this. Damage was done, melting through, just went through stage 3, didn't get any health damage on, and he had enough to just blow right through the Hunter team because they didn't get their stage 1, didn't get their stage 2 damage, and that's what happens when you let a monster do pretty much whatever they want between the stages. right? So we're going to be going to the next map. According to like the rule set, they're going to be going up. Maps are already predetermined, so that's already done. We're going to go through. Band system will be starting in just a moment. For those of you tuning in live, there will be more games coming up in it. This is only the first match of the finals, getting the next one ready, and then we're going up. With me, of course, is Grizzle Marine.
Good.
Excellent co-caster, doing a great job today for his first time ever co-casting.
Oh, you. Being so
yeah.
nice to me.
We're going up with the next game. As you can see, the lobby's already made, and we'll be ready with more games coming at you in just a minute. For those of you watching live, this is where we do a quick fade in, fade out for the sake of editing, and I say it every single time, but we're going to keep doing it because we want to make sure the VODs are as concise as possible. If you're in the VODs, then we'll say thank you to the fade in, fade out, because otherwise there'd be a lot more time where you guys would be spending here not watching anything. But we're going to bring you more Evolve content as quick as possible. Stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Awesome.